Cincinnati.
Hello!
It's been a few years.
We've only been doing this 13 motherfucking years. I'm still like, let's the record.
It's so exciting to be back in Cincinnati. We haven't been here. Yes.
You guys, this is a wild crowd. Yes, thank you for coming out.
Of course.
They told us the Countess had just been here. Did you guys come see the Countess too? Yes.
You know, you guys are a wild crowd.
They're like, fuck no. This side is like, no.
Is not aware.
I forgot that about this venue too. It's kind of it's a V shape, right? So one side feels one thing and you all feel another total different thing.
Yeah. We could pitch you guys against each other. Now we knew you guys would be a crazy crowd because to this day, there's only been one show in all of the history of Watcher Crappens where someone got arrested, and it happened here. It happened here.
We're so proud of you guys.
Yeah, you guys have done great work.
We got here, and there was a box of Narcan from a local company to give out. Really? They're like, will you take a picture with some Narcan? I'm like, fuck yeah. I was telling him if anybody has a peanut allergy, they're like, Ronnie, this is not an EpiPen.
You could try. And it is awesome to be back. I actually came in last night. Since I had to come in from LA, it takes you have to go all these different routes to get here. So I came in early so I would, be here on time. And I've had such a fun 24 hours here in Cincinnati. I went to a yoga class. Everyone's like, yeah! I have to tell you something.
It got quieter for yoga, though. They were like...
It was so hard. It was like hot Cincinnati yoga, and I was not expecting that. I've never done hot yoga before, and I was the only one in the class falling over, and I felt like this weird obligation as someone from LA to be really good at yoga. I was like, guys, I'm from LA, I know yoga. And I was falling over, sweating. I had a puddle around me. But it was really fun. There was a super hot guy there. I was like, good for you, Cincinnati. Hot guys at yoga.
I don't believe in yoga because if that shit worked, Buddha wouldn't be so fat. That's it. You think his ass was doing the down dog? No. I came today. I was sitting next to a Meemaw on the plane. She was really cute. And she's like, I need to fit this under my seat. I said, just put it do you want me to put it in the overhead thing? And she's like, no, they're cookies. And I was like, well...
Obviously,
weird,
Ronnie.
Right?
No, first rule cookies.
No one's gonna eat them in the overhead. And she's like, no, they're important cookies. And I said, how come? And she said, because I'm going to visit my brother who has dementia. And I was like, oh. And she said, and I'm hoping that the cookies will make him remember things. Isn't that sweet? I was like, yeah, every time I take a peanut M&M out of my belly button, I'm like, I remember that Amy Grant concert. I totally remember. So it's like, that's so sweet. I hope he remembers them. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, they must be really good cookies. And she's like, they sure are. And then I just stared at her like, you're not going to give me a fucking cookie? What do I? So I was like, what were we talking about?
Oh.
Shut up, it was for a cookie! It was for a cookie!
What we will do, I
got a fucking Biscoff cookie after that, and I just crunched it very slowly, looking at her
I did that thing on the airplane. I love when this works. When they come around with a little basket of snacks, you pay hundreds of dollars for a plane ticket. They're like, here's a bag with one cookie in it.
Yeah. Here's an old-ass Dorito.
Yeah, so I got a bag, and then when she came by, I was like, excuse me, do you have another, can I get another bag of cookies? And she's like, sure, and then they give you 5. I was like, yes, that's the best feeling of all time. Also, today I went to Grater's Ice Cream.
What's that?
It's an Ohio ice cream, right? Right?
Love it.
Not to be confused with Jenny's, also Ohio. Okay, this is clearly Jenny's side, this is the Grater's side.
Ice cream fight! Ice cream fight!
I thought I was being so clever. I walked in and I was like, it's my first time in Grater's, because it was. And I went up to the lady, I was like, it's my first time here. And I thought she'd be like, oh, honey, come on over here. Let me give you a big thing. And I was like, what are you guys known for? She goes, chocolate chip. I was like, okay.
I'm so glad when people who have ice cream don't pretend to be happy. I'm so sick of fucking happy ice cream people. We're not eating this because we're happy. We're eating it because we're fucking depressed.
I know. I was like, you were trying to get a free cookie. I was trying to get some free ice cream from this lady, and didn't work.
That wasn't free. That was homemade. She should have given me that shit.
She
I offered
should
to
have.
put that in the bag above.
Yeah. Well.
Stick her ass
Lessons
with some
learned.
Narcans.
Well, welcome to Watch What Crappens, a podcast about all that crap on Bravo.
You know, the first time we were here at Ludlow Garage, we did Summer House.
Yes.
Years and years ago.
It was our first Summer House live recap, in fact.
Yeah, and we were like, people are going to hate this. They're going to bitch. They didn't hate it. They did bitch.
Yeah.
Y'all still bitching. But you know, how many housewives can there be? And right when we went on tour, they were like, we're not going to show housewives anymore.
I know.
It's all over.
I know. But we love Summer House, and I love that since then, Summer House has become such a big popular show because it is a hilarious show. And this season, have you guys been enjoying this season so far? Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good so far. Why lie? I mean, this is a pretty good one, you know, as far as, you know, like horror-ish people going around and stuff. But I do appreciate what they're bringing to the art world. Kyle is now a musician, so that's something. He's going on tour. Did you know that?
Yeah, he's got Sendy Sundays. And also, like, honestly...
They're disgusted over there.
Yeah.
Besides, like, I'd see that. They're like, fuck that.
Can I tell you something? The world is such a shit show right now that it's literally refreshing to me that, like, one thing I can, like, hide away in is a stupid feud about a spritzer. Like, that's... A spritzer feud is really... I need that right now. I need it.
Well, the other art coming up is Carl is releasing a book.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard about this?
Did you know about this? Ronnie just told me about this right backstage. Okay, wow.
Oh, hate literature all you want. Carl Radke. The book is called Cake Eater.
Yes. Yes.
Cake Eater. First of all, no, you're not.
Yes. Last time we checked, you were not eating any cakes. So Ronnie just sent this to me like literally 10 minutes ago.
The cover says, getting high, hitting low. And trying to stay in the middle. A journey to self-discovery. And then it's a picture of him holding a cake sadly. He's like,
oh.
And then half his face is covered in the cake. White jeans, I'm sure.
I have... All these years, his jeans have been made out of cake. We just never realized.
He'd actually get laid if his jeans were made out of fucking
We're
cake.
like, why are his skinny jeans so skinny? It's like, because they're made of frosting.
Yeah, I'd blow Carl if it was cake.
So anyway, Ronnie just sent this. I got so excited because I had no idea that this was happening.
You're so smart to put it on your computer because I just look like I'm texting. I'm like, thanks for coming.
So I guess he announced it on social media or something, but he has actually, he's written some paragraphs to explain this book. And this is real. We're reading this verbatim.
Carl is like that Bronwyn from Salt Lake City. She can't just make a post. Like, look, I'm at the Golden Globes. It has to be 10 pages of like, well, like the font on her picture is this small. You're like, bitch, I'm trying to read this.
When you said Bronwyn, I was thinking Bronwyn from Orange County. And I was like... Do you know? Okay, sorry, we're never gonna start this recap. Did you guys see that she posted a thing being like, it was like a few months ago, or 2 months ago, she was like, 5 years ago, I began my journey of sobriety. It began when I went to the Watch What Crappens Golden Crappies.
And the audience booed me. But the audience only booed her because she was standing up for Tamara. And so the audience was like, boo! She's like, how dare you! Fuck you! Like stood up and started yelling at everybody. And she's like, I'd like to publicly apologize to Watch What Crappens. I was like, are you kidding? That's our dream.
She apologized to everyone except for Tom Sandoval that was there that night. Okay, so Carl, he released his book, and this is what he has to say about it. He says, oh. To everyone who has followed me, reached out to me, shared their own stories on recovery, or just given my mom a really cool hat. This book is for you.
Thanks for announcing Cake Eater. I'm proud to announce that my book, Cake Eater, will be out soon. You may be asking, why Cake Eater?
Or why a book?
Why cake eater? I want to call the editor and just be like, why cake eater? Because she eats cake. She's like, you know who needs a book? Carl. So she's like, he says,
Cake eater. You may be asking why cake eater. Being from the South Hills of Pittsburgh and Upper St. Clair.
Oh, I'm already so excited to find out the rest of the sentence.
Got a halfie. Let's see where this goes.
Other locals will know that cake eater is a privileged upper middle class person who is handed everything. While I was called this many times, that wasn't my reality.
Yeah, you guys know, just because he appears at the Hamptons every single summer on a TV show and has not had to have a job in 7 years does not mean he is an upper middle class privileged man.
Finally, a book that teaches us.
You can be bullied when you're privileged too.
So for anyone who's been looking for a book with a title that has a hyper-local reference, specifically of the Upper St. Clair region of South Hills of Pittsburgh, look no further than Cake Eater.
We're coming at ya.
All right, shall we?
Yeah.
All right.
Previously on Summer House.
Another summer in the Hamptons.
Yeah, summer.
Ding, 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 everyone. I have an announcement to make. Guys, my journey started years ago. First there was Ever, and then I got a taco contract. And then I demanded a man make me sandwiches.
15 minutes later.
And then there was Julon.
15 minutes later.
A bunch of other random guys that didn't deserve me.
15 minutes later.
And then there was Carl's finger.
15 minutes later.
And then there was Pizza Beach.
15 minutes later.
And then there was the rest of Carl. And now, in the summer of Lindsay,
You look pregnant, by the way.
Carl!
Carl!
I'm having a baby!
Boo.
Boo.
Whoa. This is like really hard on me.
Okay.
Yeah, I want you to be softer, not pregnanter. And I don't even know how to say hi to you.
I mean, just say hi, Carl.
Doorknob. No.
Hi.
Fish tank. Oh, no, that's not it. Skinny jeans. Oh, I can't do this. It's too hard. It's stressful.
So, West, you had sex with me even though I wanted a boyfriend, and then you talked shit to me in the New York Times.
Yeah, well, about...
You suck. You suck, West.
Well...
Your hair is fucking stupid.
Yeah. I'm just like a boy with a girl. I don't know.
You don't even have Riz. You're Rizless.
Oh, that
Rizless
hurt.
motherfucker with stupid fucking hair. Fuck you.
But that hurt. That like really hurt. I don't know what to say. And then we have Imru, who says, "Hey, I'm Imru. I'm the new guy, Imru. I ride a motorcycle, and I fuck. I fuck a lot. I'm getting a blowjob right now. 5 people, sex swings, lube, raw, unraw, all the things. Upside down, inside out, in a circle jerk, square jerk, triangle jerk, all the shapes. I fuck."
Do you want some hand sanitizer?
Hey everyone. I want to welcome everyone, the new person in the house. Everyone, please welcome Bailey. Bailey?
Bailey, where you at?
Man, where's
Bailey.
Bailey? No, where's you at?
Hi, I'm Lexi.
Hey, I'm
People bully me
Jesse.
because I'm a model.
What's going on? I'm Jesse Solomon. You've got a juicy booty.
You like it?
Yeah, Papa like it.
Want to touch it?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You can touch it when you're...
You're my husband.
And scene.
So that was a little long for those husbands along for the ride.
All right, well, where we left off, Kyle has just done his annual rage texting of someone. This time it was Paige. He rage texted her about both Hannah and Craig, and she was not having none of it, and now they're going to talk it out on a beach in the Hamptons.
Let's go over and talk about it on the beach. Now listen, Paige. All right, look, like, I mean, sorry we're even having to have this conversation. Like, I know you're your own person and stuff, but, like, I'm in my feels, all right? Like, a lot of things were brought up last night, all right? It's, like, personal, you know, like my business. My business was under attack. Like, I'm gonna crumble. I'm crumbling.
First of all, I'm not Hannah, and I'm definitely not Craig, thank God. Just want to let you just remind you of that. And like I told Craig to like not do this, and if you're gonna like do this, then like you have to have a conversation with Kyle. And like I don't understand why you're even talking to me. Like I don't even like talking to you when you're not rage texting me. So this is even worse.
I mean, Kyle, I'm so supportive of you. I pretended to like monk fruit sweetener in my alcohol for 6 years.
So Danielle's watching from afar. She's like, "Oh my God, that body language does not look great. I'm wacky, Danielle."
Danielle, your body language isn't great. Danielle's like, what are they doing?
Looking good. This beach looks so different since I was last here. Oh, how time passes when you're gone for a week.
All right, well, you know what? It's not even like it's like competing with me. All right, it's just that, like it's a competitor. It's just hurt, you know. It hurts that he's competing with me. Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't. I broke down crying. I cried after we had a text exchange. I sobbed.
Wait, you cried? No. Hold on. Let me just privately laugh to myself.
I'm just saying, it felt like he stabbed me. It felt like he stabbed me.
I wish.
Have you ever been stabbed before? Do you want to be?
I know you're your own person. I know you have no control over what the close people in your life are gonna say. Whatever. It was just like not wrong. I mean, been smacked out in the middle.
All right, look. I just don't want to be in the middle, okay? Like it's like being fashion meat between two poorly dressed buns. All right. Like it's not that I want to be your friend. Like you're a whiny, entitled alcoholic that refuses to grow up. You know, and in another timeline, I'd probably be dating you right now.
Listen, if you came to me and said, "Would you be willing to be in the middle of a Coca-Cola feud?" I would say yes. But a Spritzer feud? No. I will not do this.
But yeah, if he genuinely, I'm gonna talk to him. Like if he genuinely doesn't understand, I've got a detailed pie chart to go over it with him. You know, I'll cry in a way that he understands.
You know, I knew that Kyle and I were gonna be fine because he's probably too drunk to remember we were in a fight in the first place. So whatever. I just told him to talk to Craig and Hannah. Whatever. I'm more. The rest of my thought doesn't even matter because Kyle doesn't even deserve it.
Oh, wow, you've stopped sobbing. Do you need to make a wee-wee before we go? We're in your bathroom, the earth.
I do.
It's time for a commercial. It's time for a Crappens commercial.
So they're fine, obviously. So they go back to the group, and now that that's all settled, now Lindsay can do the, "Guys, can we talk about my pregnancy? Oh my God, look at that seashell. Who has bigger boobs, me or the seashell? I'm like so pregnant."
You guys, I have a question. Since I'm pregnant, do you think my belly button's gonna like pop out and be an outie?
Yes, I have a question. Who looks more pregnant, me or the horseshoe crab that's dying over there? Just wondering.
I hope you have an outie. Outies are fucking hot. You do an outie.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jesse.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's cool that you're pregnant. It's so cool that you're pregnant, Lindsay. And then it cuts to Lexi. She's like,
Yeah.
Lexi's like, do you think my belly button would ever pop out? I've been so insecure about my belly button, and now they're talking about belly buttons. This is bullying.
because they're all like, "Wow, Lindsay, your boob is bigger than I've ever seen it before. Oh, that's really good."
Yeah.
And Lexi's like,
Yeah, but I can kind of see where Lexi's coming from, because Jesse's like, wow, nice cans. You guys should touch your cans to each other. You guys should touch them, raw dog it. Yeah, pull your tits out, just raw dog them right now.
It's because I'm pregnant. I tried to weigh my boobs in Italy because I was on a pregnancy vacation there, and like it was in kilometers instead of pounds, so I till this day don't know how much my pregnant boobs weigh because I'm pregnant.
You measured them in kilometers? Those tits run fast. Fast tits.
Lexi's like, I'm Canadian, I know what those measurements mean.
And then it cuts to Lexi just looking down at herself, and she's like, I mean, like, they're like talking about my biggest insecurity right now. Like, I've had agents in the past be like, you know, you can never get a certain job because of your body type. And I'm like, just because I don't have double D's, like, I mean, that's not fair. Like, gas up the girls, but God, I'm a model.
Guys, I just found out I can't do gay porn. It's not fair.
I've always been shamed for not having a penis. They're all talking about that. Like, I cannot get behind a bullying project of this girl. This is not the Trevor Project, ma'am, okay?
So then Lindsay's still talking about all this stuff, and West is like, okay, I have a serious question for you. Like, what sport do you think you want your daughter to get into? Or, like, do you want her to go into pageant?
Oh my God, are you about to say pageants? Are you about to say pageants?
Like, I didn't know.
Daniel's like, pageants?
And Lexi's just like, now pageant girls are getting bullied.
So Lindsay's like,
Well, I grew up in the suburbs, so like raising a child in the city is gonna be like really different.
and West is like, yeah, like a lot less, like yard activity.
How are you supposed to potty train a kid without an outside?
I mean, yeah, and like we don't even like live together yet,
You
Daniel.
don't live together, Lindsay?
Yeah.
but like, wait. It's fucking Danielle, okay? Yeah.
But I mean, like, if I weren't pregnant, we wouldn't be living together anyway. So, like, we've only been dating for like 6 months.
You don't live with this man and you let him put a baby inside of you?
She's like, well, you didn't live with the balloon guy and you walked around with like a poodle twisted in your badge for like months.
Excuse me. She is a CEO and founder. Please show some respect. Did you guys see Meghan Markle has a new podcast out for founders? And who else was like, Danielle, you better get booked?
Oh my God, the Meghan Markle. Can we cover the Meghan Markle cooking show, please?
Yes. Did you guys see it? I saw
you
her.
know what I love? Jam. It just makes me feel so one of the people. I taste this jam and I feel like maybe I could be walking on a sidewalk. You know?
The first 20 minutes was her putting things into successively smaller plastic bags. My favorite thing to do is take Epsom salts and just put them in a bag, and then put that bag in a smaller bag, and then I cut it in half, cook it with some pasta, and put it in an even smaller bag. I just want my guests to feel at home.
People hate that girl. I was watching her make toast and there were eggs being splattered on the window. I was like, man, they even found her set. They hate her. So Lindsay's like, yeah, we don't have to live together to have a baby because, like, you know, like having a baby puts enough pressure on a relationship without having to live together too.
But what is he gonna move in, Lindsay? I can't deal with this. Is he ever gonna move in? Like, how do you know that he's even suitable for you if you don't even live with him?
It's like, yeah, well, like to move in together, like we need to have like a normal pace to this relationship. You're pregnant. You're 6 months pregnant. I like Lindsay's like, we need to take it slow. First we have a baby.
Yeah.
Then we go to coffee together. Then we, like, damn, girl. So, but Danielle's still such a judgmental asshole. You know, I'm allowed to be because I'm not her friend. If that was my friend, I'd be like, you go, girl. Don't you ever marry that man unless he fucking deserves it. Why should you move in with a man? You know? But I'm me, so I get to say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Danielle sucks.
And
So
well,
she's
but
like,
I mean, look, Danielle, look, It is a little, I can imagine being concerned with my friend who just got a whatever term relationship it was with Carl, and then being like, and suddenly I'm pregnant with like a new person. I can imagine being like, whoa, what's going on? And I do love that Lindsay's response to make sure Danielle feels like everything's okay. She's like,
Well, he found our baby nurse. He looked up a restaurant on Yelp once, so like he's pretty active in this.
Yeah. And Danielle's like, I mean, normal couple pace? I think, like, the ship sailed on that one. I mean, like, if it's going well, like, why wouldn't you want him there physically all the time? Like, why give him the opportunity to not be there? Like, does that sound like kidnapping? It's not kidnapping if you're in love, right? Hold on, my ring cams. Oh, shit. The UPS guy is trying to untie himself. Hold on. It's really cute. We might have something going.
I think the reason why Lindsay doesn't want him there is because she wants the relationship to last. So,
Well, at this point, look, you're saying if it was your friend, you'd be like worried. But if it was me and I was like, I'm going to have a baby, you wouldn't be like, move in with a guy. I mean, for the baby's sake, nobody needs to see me with somebody else.
I would be
Just
like,
the baby. Just say, do you have a maid? That's all you need to ask.
I'd just be like, it was great being friends with you. We had a great time. That's
Every
the role
time
of
you
the
left
gay
town,
man.
I'd be like, guys, Ben's out of town today. Thankfully, little Rondell is here. Rondell?
Little baby. It's like Muppet Babies. It's like Ronnie up here.
Yeah. Who's the best housewife? Lisa Vanderpump. Good job. Here's an M&M. Go to your room.
Hey, let's play some Can Jam. So now it's time for the...
Why is everyone shocked that Turner and I don't live together? Like, for once, I'm not moving too fast. I'm pregnant. I mean, I'm doing all the right steps. Thanks to Carl, I had a bachelorette party. And then I got to plan my wedding. And now I have a baby.
She's actually kind of done everything right. It's just
Yeah.
been with different people.
Yeah, at this point, like, she's put a lot of time into those
She made that
PowerPoints.
she
Just
put
let her
that
have the
to-do.
baby.
Remember,
You
she
know?
made that to-do list.
There was a list,
She's
there's a
like, by
PowerPoint.
2025, I want to have a bachelorette party. I want to have a man. I want to have a baby. I want to have an apartment. I want to be an influencer, whatever the fuck. She's done it all.
Yeah, and in every step of the way that she's like, I want to have this, I want to have this, I want to have this. She's really only been stuck with like Danielle. So I'm just like, let her have her baby, let this step of it come true, and it'll all be good. So now the guys start playing. It's
What is this? What is this game? Cam Jam? So you throw frisbees into a trash. Throw your trash into a trash. How about let's make a game out of that, you fucking beach ruiners.
Why can't they just sit still? Every time they go to the beach, they always have to play like one of these stupid games. Just sit still and tan, okay?
I need more cans talk.
Why are people always moving around at the beach?
So Jesse is checking in with West and everything, or West checking in with Jesse, and he's like, I haven't seen you talk about Lexi today. He's like, don't worry. I actually talked about her quite a bit in the car. They're like, oh, thank God.
He's like, I mean, that girl talking to me, like she wants to be with me, it's like real, she's jealous. Like that kind of scares me. That really does kind of scare me. When she told me she really only wanted to be with me when I was in a relationship, so I fucked her and now I'm refusing to be in a relationship with her. Chicks, am I right? It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy how when you love bomb someone that they can start to get jealous.
Crazy. So Wes is like, well, she does kind of owe you, after like taking my guy, if like had to go to club solo. So.
Yeah, and then Jesse gets like all sad. He's like, yeah, by the way, last night I thought it was interesting that you left everyone behind. It was just like weird. Like in summer, you shouldn't have to do that. He spent the night on a sofa somewhere else. He didn't cheat on you.
He's like, I'm terrified of Sierra though. I had to sleep on the couch. Why haven't we talked about what West is wearing, by the way? Listen, I saw this teenage boy today. What I'm going to say. With the hair. He's got the perm and the hair come forward. And I just walked past him and, did like every older person does. I just went, fucking idiot. And laughed, But I can't imagine being like twice that age and being like, I'm perming my hair and I'm combing it forward. It's gonna look great.
Yeah.
You know what I should do is get a grandma's scarf and tie it around my head and then put a sun hat over it
Yeah.
with a sleeveless tennis sweater from 1930. Stop trying so hard. You're already youngish. You're already thinnish.
He's got the fame bug. He's already, you know, we're losing him. We've lost him. He's gone. He's just an empty husk now, just trying to make his way onto Traders some season. Let's be honest.
He won't get there. Traders has too much taste. They're gonna be like, no, ew. Alan will take one good look at that fashion and be like, ew. First murder that Alan commits.
Yeah, let's just say right now, no West on Traders, okay? Anyone else?
Amen.
No West.
Jesus. Every round table he'd be like, but I didn't do anything. I don't understand why people think. That's
And
what he
also,
sounds like. If you're standing in the next room and you can only hear like the vibrations through a wall, that's how Wes sounds.
so
His lip biting.
it would take him so long to accuse someone at the round table too. He'd be like, I'm like scared to say this. I'm like, okay, I'm done with the Traders.
Be like, well, you know, like I thought maybe we had something, but maybe we don't have any. We're not trying to date you, motherfucker. Who do you think is a...
Just say who murdered whoever else. By the way,
Jesse, oh,
I was just gonna say, Ronnie, you were so right the other day on the podcast.
that's all you needed to say. Stop there.
That's it.
Show's over. Thank you so much for coming.
Well, it's not like I doubted you on this, but I finally got to see it with my own eyes. Gabby from the Traders, her social media has just been so wonderful.
She's so good. I listened to her podcast. Have you guys ever heard her podcast?
Long-winded with Gabby. She's like, I don't want to fucking do this podcast today, but I fucking have to, because I have contracts and agents. So here I am talking to you, long-labiaed motherfucker.
Today she was like, so I got a call from my psychiatrist because I'm crazy. And the Trader psychiatrist called my psychiatrist. She was like, just so you know, this show has themes of deception and lying and murder. And I was like, stop. It's a game.
Love her. Check it out. Long-winded with Gabby. What's her face? Okay. My labia is so long. I was like, for me, it's like a horror show and a podcast. I've learned so many things. Okay, so Jesse's still having his heart-to-heart with Wes, and he's like, you know, it's just so weird, bro. Like, you're just so secretive now. And he's like, do you think I'm losing myself? And he's like, no, you're still cheesy and badly dressed, you know? It's just that gaslighting women is more fun when it's a team sport, bro. Don't leave me here alone.
By the way, it's like only the second weekend in the house. He's like, man, what's going on this summer? You've changed. So now they come back from the beach, and our old friend, the Stubborn Door's back. Last weekend, it was like, they were all so happy. They're like, oh my God, like the door's working. And I think we've all been there with Stubborn Doors, where the door gives you like that moment of hope. You're like, thank God, things are fixed. We'll never go back to the dark days of you being a Stubborn Door.
Danielle's like, sorry, I jammed the lock. I just didn't want any guys trying to get out. D, I'm looking for some D. D, I'm home.
So they're all getting ready to do dinner things, and West says that they're going to go to dinner with Carl Beast. Where did Carl Beast come from? Was that approved by the community?
But he doesn't even come up with original ones for everybody. He goes, Carl Beast, Jess Beast, Paige.
Fun fact. Growing up in Pittsburgh, specifically the South Hills near Upper St. Clair, Carl Beast actually means that you're a very, very poor person.
So Danielle and Lindsay are talking. Lindsay calls Turner, her guy, Turner. And she's like, oh my God, is this Turner? He's like, yeah. And she's like, Danielle says hi, babe. And Danielle's like, hi, stop trying to run.
I can see you.
And everyone's still, all this activity's happening in the house. Imru comes into the kitchen and Kyle's like, whoa, did you change since I last saw you? It's like, you are living in a house. People change clothes. You were at a beach. He's not wearing a bathing suit anymore, yes.
So they're getting ready, and poor Carl, and I get it, like when you're fucked up a lot of the times, you don't know how to do things not fucked up. You know what I mean? And he's still new at it, and he's still learning. Thankfully, I've only ever shopped at Old Navy, so it's like the same for me wherever I go. But Carl doesn't really get that, and so he walks into the room, and he's like, hey, everybody, you ready to go out? And they're like, whoa! And Lindsay's like, are those Crocs?
And then he goes, yeah, these bright green Crocs, and he goes, oh, they're like little clog things. Crocs, they're Crocs.
Oh, I guess I'm just a cake eater then. Oh, this is made fun of me.
And he goes, am I gonna get made fun of again tonight? I'm like, oh, Carl, you can't even wear Crocs? Come on. Be soft with my Crocs. Oh.
Thanks to Crocs, they're an advertiser. Love your stuff.
We love the Crocs.
So Jesse is now saying bye to Lexi. He's like, bye, see you in a bit. You're not going to come out? She's like, no, just have fun without me. But I want you to text me how much you love me nonstop, but not about boobs. Or Audis.
So then one half of the house goes out to dinner. The other half stays behind, and they have fascinating conversations, such as Kyle saying to Sierra, were you napping?
Yeah, I was in my bed. I was like setting the mood. I lit some candles. I turned off the lights. I scrolled. I threw dirty clothes on my bed. Then I was like, fuck those fucking dirty clothes. I threw them on the fucking floor after that. But then I picked them up, and I put them on my bed again. And then I like fucking rolled around on them. What are you doing?
Kyle's like,
Sierra, they're like, Sierra, what's your storyline this season? She's like, clothes on the bed. The fuck do you think it is?
Kyle's like, I'm just trying to find a way to prolong this spritzer fight, so can I talk about it a little bit? They're like, no.
So Sierra's like, what's the vibe with y'all? Because, Craig's going to come. And he's like,
Well, I had one idea of friendship, and he had another idea of friendship, so, am I the first person to catch Craig blatantly lying? No. And by the way, he continues to lie about getting kicked out of my wedding. No doubt.
Ooh. It's a
so
fun
he
little.
did get kicked out of that wedding after all. And to get kicked out of Kyle's wedding. Kyle probably got kicked out of his own wedding. Like, that
let's
little
be
guy's
honest.
too drunk. Get him out.
That wedding's caused a lot of drama. I love that. I love that for that wedding.
So you know why he got kicked out, right? Do you remember?
Why Craig got kicked out? Did he get drunk and start berating someone like everyone on Bravo seems to do?
Yeah, but it's really good. Okay, so they were getting married at the parents' estate or something, right?
Right, in New Jersey.
So only the bridal party could pee inside, and everybody else had to go in a porta potty. And so Craig tried to go inside. I love this show. I love Craig too. What an idiot. So he's like,
I'm going inside because why would I go to porta potty? I'm rich.
and the brother-in-law was like, no, you have to go in the porta potty. You're not in the bridal party. And so the sister-in-law's like, yeah. And then Craig's like, yeah, fuck you. And he started yelling at the sister-in-law until she just started crying, and he got kicked out because he wouldn't piss in a porta potty.
That's like some Ramona Singer level shit.
So good.
So Craig is coming next weekend. Imru will be coming tonight.
But I'm sorry, I have to interrupt you. So sorry. One more point. Let's all remember that Paige et al. Totally blasted Lindsay for this shit all those years ago. Never fucking forget, Paige may be like cuter and more fun and funny, but Lindsay's usually right. Listen to Lindsay. I said it. I don't fucking care. An old lady already kept me from cookies today. Think you're gonna scare me? I stole those cookies too. What if I did? What if I was like, and then I pushed that old lady down and I took her fucking cookie?
Commercials. Here comes one right now.
So now we go out to the people going out to the restaurant, and it's like Jesse, West, Carl, Amanda, and Paige. So they're all sitting down, they're all talking, and Paige is like, oh, by the way, Lexi's not here. How do you feel about that, Jesse? He's like, it's great, Paige. I love it so much. You're looking wonderful tonight, Paige. You're looking sexy with those earrings. Like, okay, so you're right back at it. Great. Love to hear that.
Yeah. And Jesse's like, well, I mean, I need to hear Paige. What if we get married, huh? And Carl's like, oh, you and Jesse? Whatever happened to us? Whatever happened to us?
She's like, I'll marry you when I want to eat on a fucking Wednesday. On a Groupon date, Carl. Right?
I'll cheat on Jesse with you, Carl, in 60 years.
So then we see 6 summers ago, Carl and Paige making out in the pantry. That was disturbing. Paige was so young and fresh back
I know.
then. And Carl was like, come into the closet.
I know. Oh, can you imagine going into the pantry with Carl now? He's like, hold on. It's like, oh my God, are you trying to kiss me? No, I'm just actually trying to reach those Lorna Doones behind you. Yeah, I love these cookies. Are they cookies or are they biscuits? I don't know. Oh.
It's just really, really hard being in the closet after what Lindsay put me through.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Burn the closet. So West is like, so when did you last have sex?
He's like, guys, I just came to the house this summer because I want to learn and be single.
Yeah.
And can I be honest? I looked over at Lindsay and she's the last person I had sex with. And now she's pregnant. You do the math.
And they're like,
I
wait.
know it's been a lot of months, but I do take a while. I'm a late bloomer. So.
Yeah, guys, this is really hard for me. Can everyone just hold my hand right now? I need everyone to be really tender, because I got to sit and say, I haven't had sex in a year. And they're like, what?
Ew, oh.
Gross, stupid.
Why would you do that to yourself? I can do that. I even have sex with Craig.
Jesse's literally, he's like, but I mean, Carl, you could walk outside here in the Hamptons and have sex with whoever you want. And it's like, cut to Countess the Way and be like, you're damn right he could. Right here for you in Sag Harbor. And let me tell you something, nothing's sagging in this harbor. Get over here, boy.
Well, guys, just emotionally, it hasn't felt right. And no one can appreciate a half a boner like Lindsay could. So, other girls make partial impotence sound like a hindrance, but Lindsay would just dance and she would just aim and dance like nobody's watching, Miss that girl. What were we talking about?
West is like, damn, he needs a subscription to Brazzers or something, like some porn. Oh.
Did anybody else Google Brazzers after that? Straight people are crazy.
Everyone knows what Brazzers is.
I mean, I felt like gay people were the perverts. That's what I always learned growing up. Like, you're perverted, you're going to hell. I'm like, we're going to hell? You've been to Brazzers? Good Lord. Their dick's coming out every place.
I don't have a subscription to Brazzers, but I do have a subscription to Braziers, which is like women moderately dressed. So I don't want to get a boner because I just want to be soft.
I just renewed my subscription to Ankles. Ladies lifting their skirts in the 20s.
So Paige is like, oh my God, I just love this juxtaposition so much. Carl became a priest and Lindsay's pregnant with her 3rd child.
Yeah, I haven't really been dating the past 7 or 8 months. My focus has just been trying to take care of myself, which is what I've been saying for 5 years on this show. Just want to get rid of all this anger and resentment I have towards the person that I dumped.
Yeah, it's been so hard having so much anger and resentment to the woman I embarrassed on national television.
When you get dumped, it's hard, but when you're the dumper, you have so much anger.
It's really rough. It's really rough, guys.
So they cheers and stuff, and they're like, oh, wow, yeah, to West getting some cutty. What's that? I've never heard
what did
that
you say?
term.
What did you say? I didn't hear
sorry. to Carl getting some cutty.
Cutty?
What is cutty? Is that correct? Did I write that correct? No one here knows
I
what it is
assume-
either. We all need a browser subscription in here. We're like, cutty.
I assume anything with 2 syllables and 2 double letters is slang for pussy, right? Cutty, pussy, buppy, guppy, putty.
Guppy.
Yeah, bro, I got some guppy last night.
That sounds like an offense that could put you behind bars. Like a
Yeah,
guppy.
that's straight people shit.
It's a baby fish.
Gross. So now they're asking somebody else if they're dating. I don't know. And Amanda's like, wow. Oh, West. And Amanda's like, that's a wild question to ask West if he's dating. West, how many girls are you fucking? And he's like, guys, like, technically speaking, like, people just mostly make fun of my hair and my outfits. But I do have a dating show coming out on the internet, so that is not your dating life. What the fuck are you talking about? Get that scarf off your goddamn.
I know. He's trying to promote it. He says he has a show called West Date Ever. And we see footage of him on a quote-unquote date with Hawk Tua.
But it is actually kind of fitting because you know everybody who goes on a date with West says that at some point. They're just like... Did you ever know? And then they're talking about how old they are because Paige is like, oh my God, I'm so old. I've never even seen the original Hot Tua video. I saw it recently. Have you seen it?
I have, yeah. I still don't understand why she's a thing, but I have seen it, yes.
What, are you the first person to spit? I could have been rich years ago.
So,
what the hell? I didn't know that would make you famous.
Anything these days. So West is like, yeah, right now my job is like really tough because I have to fly around a lot and go on dates with Hawk Tua. And like, the worst thing is that like, now I just throw away my recycling and I used to like take time to wash it out, but now I don't even do it anymore.
I'm so busy I can't even wash out like Chinese takeout containers anymore. It's like, you poor fucking thing, Wes. So now they're talking about Lexi and Jesse, and
Carl's like, yeah, is it official yet?
no, Jesse has some concerns. Jesse, tell him. Yeah, she'd made a few comments where he took it like, you might be a jealous girlfriend, right? And she's like, yeah, and he asked if you were going to keep commenting on my photos. Please keep commenting on my photos. Poor Amanda. She needs that. She's married to Kyle. She needs all the validation she can get.
Sad but true.
I'm going to start commenting on her photos. She's like, I'm selling these nice new sweaters for Christmas time. Nice cans.
Hashtag Hawk Tua. Kyle. So they're like, well, she really likes you, obviously.
You know how you can tell? Like, has she called you Cocaine Jesse yet? Or like suggested you'll never have an idea that's profitable?
You know, Hawk Tua actually means something quite different if you live in a certain part of Pittsburgh and the south part. It means that you have a library card.
Only the working class. Only the working class with Bentleys in Pittsburgh.
It means you.
So Jesse's like, yeah, guys, you know, I thought I'd be leaving this weekend exclusive with her, but I just don't know anymore. Shut up. Why are you acting like that with her then? When you're around her, you're like, I don't want to look at anything but you and your juicy booty, baby. If we're going to be together, we're going to be together. And then he gets away from her. He's like, fucking stalker, get her away from me, guys. What do I do?
Seriously.
What do I do?
So back at the house, Kyle is at his little DJ setup at Club Send It, and he's like, ladies and gentlemen, the Chevy Lumina has arrived. I laugh at him, but I know I would 100% be doing the same thing. Anytime anything shows up at the door, I'd be like, hold on, guys, I gotta get to my DJ setup. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, an Amazon box has arrived. Please pick it up.
So Sierra's like, hey, Paige, you want to do a TikTok? And she's like, no. Do it, Paige. No talk. Come on, Paige, do a Dying a fire talk. Dying a fire talk. I'm not doing that shit. So Paige won't do it. So the rest of them do a TikTok. I'm surprised Wes wasn't there, actually, because that seems like the worst thing. Like, elbow dance. I'm into it.
And then, yeah, they all go out, they party, they come back, and then we get, I guess, the new tradition on this season, which is that Imru brings back a ghost. He fucks a ghost.
He brings back a little arrow. I mean, he really likes them thin. Every one of them has just looked like this.
I know.
It's like, ding,
at this point, I'm like, is he just boning a door? It's like you see a door open, and it's like, Imru's visitor.
Carl's like, hey, Casper, ladies are in there eating some bagel bites, all right, if you want. So I'm sorry I didn't catch your name.
And Imru's like, don't worry, she'll catch plenty tonight. I guarantee it.
Which, by the way, it really sucks for these visitors, because if they're hoping to get on TV and then they're getting edited to be basically like Niles' wife on Frasier, that sucks.
Yeah, because you know they're signing those releases.
Yeah.
They're just like, no, we're not giving you the pleasure.
Well, there's a lot of releases happening there. Legal releases, guys. God, stop watching Brazzers.
So now Lexi and Jesse are in bed, and he's like, I'm going to go. And she's like, oh, where are you going? No, they're trying. He's like, sorry, I was trying to get in your pants. You can't really blame me for trying, right? I mean, you've got such a juicy booty. And she's like, oh my God, I've always been so insecure about my booty. You want to talk about it? He's like, oh.
So now it's the next morning. The ghost has left the house.
And they leave early, too. What is Imru doing to these girls?
Oh, no.
I'm not like that. If I sleep with somebody, I'm sleeping in. I don't care where it is. It could be on a bus bench. I'll be like, give me a bagel.
Yeah. So we see a trail of lube going to the door. I mean, you saw, was it last week when West fell down the stairs a little bit? You know why. You know why.
So Jesse and Lexi wake up, and he's like, you're so pretty. Like, every time I look in your eyes in the morning with no makeup, I'm like, God, this girl's so fucking pretty, but also, why does her nose look like a twig? Is that in my mind? And she's like, it's called contouring. My gold nose is a pinky finger.
So, are you
Because
feeling...
she really does. Her nose is beautiful, but she contours it like this. It looks like snot dripping from her eyebrows, just down her...
Well, the family that contours together stays together. That's what we've learned from her family.
No, that other girl, her sister doesn't contour. She just does, what's the opposite of contour? Where you're just like, make it look like one big...
I believe that's called a pro tour.
She just gets that lipstick and puts it all over her face. She doesn't care.
Yeah.
It's my sister Tiffany. She's like, oh gosh. That girl's crazy faced.
Yeah.
We need more Tiffany. I want some Tiffany on this.
I know. I mean, she does come on looking like she's doing Phantom of the Opera with makeup, but...
Did you know if the chandelier fell onto Carlotta? Okay, so
Oh, what?
did you know that Lexi has a podcast with her mom and her sister called The 69 Girls? I can't.
Wait,
With your mom? Come on.
I can't believe I missed that compelling content. I was so distracted by Carl's press release.
What?
His press release. So,
I know, all in one episode, we're getting Cake Eater and 69 Girls.
yeah. Aw. So Jesse's like, yeah, you're so pretty. Are you feeling good about us? Because I feel great about us. That's why I told everyone you're becoming a raging jealous bitch. Anyway, what do you think? She's like, yeah, I'm pretty good. Although I just started to realize you're not famous, and I've been dating famous guys. Yeah.
So I just want you to know, I can be jealous.
He's like, I know.
It's like, okay, but now that we're in bed, we can talk about it. Because, being a model, basically my entire existence, since I was 10 years old, I was completely picked apart. It's been, so hard. I'm never good enough. And, everyone keeps saying, oh, Jesse's a boob guy. Jesse's a boob guy.
He's like, what? Who said that I'm a boob guy? Cut
And then
to...
it just cuts to nice can.
What? Are you getting a Charlie horse? I had one this morning in bed, thanks to yoga. Just be careful.
All right.
That was nice. Okay. For those listening at home, Ronnie just
Needed a
circled the
separate
chair.
cross. Yeah, I needed a separate cross.
That was nice. That was adorable. Hey, by the way, you feeling good about us?
I'm feeling really insecure. It's, so hard being so pretty.
So he's like, wait, who says I'm a boob guy? That's ridiculous. She's like, everyone. Well, no one said that Jesse's a boob guy, right? Because we see clips that prove that they didn't. But you're right. He is like, hey, nice tits. He's like, Uber's here, guys. Love your cans. Love your cans.
Hey, Wes, don't worry about not doing the recycling, because I will always take care of some cans.
So he's like, I'm not a boob guy, I'm a butt guy. Yeah, show me that juicy booty.
Yeah, juicy booty. So then...
So she's like, well, I've always been insecure about my butt, too. What do you think about my elbow skin?
He's like, it's hot. Can I put my dick on it?
I'm only giving up this waddle when I'm engaged.
So then everyone else is waking up and everything, and Paige is like, wait a second. Something smells oily. Was there someone in here last night? Was there a person in this house that we just never saw? I mean, I seem to remember saying hi to something, but I thought that was a floating vase.
I could have sworn I woke up in the middle of the night and I just saw slimy footprints on the door, on the floor, and then a floating bagel bite being chopped.
Wait a second. Was that sex swing always there?
Oh, that's just me, guys. That's just me. It's just Imru. So now people go to the pool, and first Jesse lets out a big, long 2-minute fart. So
Sneak preview of my hotel room later tonight.
he's like, whoa, I wasn't even done farting, and I got a text from Lexi. Farting makes me insecure. Tee hee 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 hee.
I have like really small farts.
It's been like so hard to have model farts.
So then Sierra, they're talking about the fact that Imru brought back another girl, and Carl's like, yeah, it was crazy. He was like making out with her at the table, and I was like, that kind of world is like so foreign now. Like, I can't just like meet someone at a club and be like, oh, you're hot, and start making out. Like, how do you even do that? I'm like, Carl, you're sober, you still get erections, come on now.
He's playing it too hard. He's playing his I'm not a douchebag anymore. I'm Carl 9.0. Like, he's playing it a little too hard.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much.
Fix your boner. At this
Yeah.
point, just fix your boner. Because we already knew it was a problem last season when Lindsay's like, we've tried like 7 times to have sex. And he's like,
Oh, it's because you don't like my idea of brick and mortar.
So they all...
no one ever stopped getting boners because they were afraid of Elise. I'm just telling you that right now.
Who's Elise? Actually, remember Elise? Who remembers Elise? Elise Sloan?
From New York, yeah.
She was great. God rest her soul. So anyway, they all go out.
There's been an Elise murder in here tonight. Gee, what Elise do?
She's the ghost that came in. Hi, I'm Elise. I'm here to fuck Emerald. So they all go out to the pool. They're hanging out, and they start asking. They're like, "Wait a second. We just realized we have a new person living with us. I guess we should ask him questions about his life." So Emerald, what's the deal with you? And he basically is like, "Yeah, I was married. It actually was. I was a totally different person back then. I met this girl, and I really loved her. I didn't just marry her for a green card or anything." So we went to City Hall. She took the ball gag out of her mouth. They said, we've never seen someone in all latex here, but we'll let it slide. I said, a lot of things slide in our relationship.
Like, I mean, I will never forget the moment we exchanged cock rings. It was...
It was special.
Yeah,
It was really special.
And then I just realized, I just had to fuck more people. And she was like, do it. So it wasn't for a green card, And it's basically because I came here as an illegal immigrant. And Kyle goes, so what do they call that, undocumented? In this world where you're talking to fucking Emerald, listening to this story, and you're still more embarrassing, Kyle. Come on.
Question. If you're an illegal alien, are you allowed to promote Loverboy?
So they're shocked that this guy's actually married or was married. We don't know still, I guess. I think he's still married, but now they're just fucking other people, or what?
I think they're divorced, and now he was like, I realized after that marriage that if it's not the one, I might as well fuck everything in sight until I find the one.
Yeah, why not? Welcome to the gay life.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Try it, you might like it.
So he's like, yeah, they give him a big, long monologue. It goes on and on here. And this is the cast's face. They're like, 9 out of 10 of us have fucked Carl, and we're still grossed out by you.
I know. We thought it'd be like funnier than that.
I know they thought it would be fun, because it's like the Golden Girls. Like Blanche comes and she tells like her slutty stories, and they're always good. But if Blanche just came in and she's like, I fucked a lot of people, and just ate cheesecake, you'd be like, what the fuck is she doing?
Hope I didn't keep anyone up. We were fisting. You're like, oh.
Yes, goes too far. Blanche's going way too far.
So they.
And Carl's like, wow, I appreciate you sharing that. You're like the wind to my non-working wang. It's like, feels great.
I don't even know what that's like to fist anymore. I can't even go into a sex club anymore and know what to do.
But I did vote for Obama. Never believe. Hope.
Every gay guy who passed out was like,
I was like, wait, what was the connection?
I was the big fist. It was like hope, and every time I passed it, I was like,
oh.
I'll vote for you out of solidarity, but I'm not ready for that.
So everyone goes home. We go back into the city, and then the main event happens, which is a date with Paige and Craig.
By the way, anyone who watches TikTok, I learned on TikTok today, because I didn't bring my little steamer thing, that if you have clothes and you just rub them really hard with friction, it will iron the clothes. Like the heat will iron. It doesn't work. It's still flipping up. So in case anyone's wondering why I'm giving myself nip jobs, I'm trying to make myself presentable.
That's how the pioneers did it. When they, Heather Gay's great-great-great-grandfather only made it to Salt Lake by doing self-ironing. So Craig and Paige go to an Australian restaurant, and based on Australian restaurants on Bravo, I would say not a good sign. Not a good sign.
All right, so they go in, and they have to order, and Paige is like,
Oh, this is like a legit kangaroo?
She's like,
they're like, yeah.
This is actually Australian. It's not just a cute name. Oh.
Like, does that freak you out? Like, you gotta try new things every once in a while, Like, I've tried lying before.
Oh, fuck off. How do people watch Craig for 5 minutes and think, that guy's so cute, he ate a lion? Why are we stringing Jimmy Johns up? Get Craig.
That is the circle of life.
Big
so,
game eater motherfucker.
Paige is like, I'm trying to think of, like, what's the grossest thing that I've had? Maybe a lean cuisine once? Have you tried squirrel?
You can't eat a squirrel, Craig. That's a rodent.
So we're penguins and we eat them.
We don't eat penguins. No, that's why there was that movie called The Dinner of the Penguins. It's called The March of the Penguins. It sounds nothing like that, Craig. Stop making stuff up.
With mustard.
No, Craig, now you're just making things up.
So, you gotta do what you need to do to feed your family.
By the way, so the waitress comes over. I love this. The waitress comes over and they go, can you tell us more about the kangaroo? And the waitress goes, well, it's kangaroo. And that's it. Okay, we'll have that.
Yeah, I'll have kangaroo and a cappuccino.
What the fuck?
The signs were everywhere, people. Everywhere.
What kind of palate do you have? And so...
Paige is like, getting a cappuccino after breakfast is frowned upon in Italy, and also just in my personality.
You'd know that if you were Italian. He's like,
I'm Dutch, so I don't care. I do what I want.
She goes, yeah, well, do you still listen to your parents? He goes,
I'm 36 years old.
Yeah, well, in my 31 years on this earth, my mom has never been wrong once. So why all of a sudden, when I got married and have kids, would she ever be wrong?
Because I'm going to be your husband, and I'm going to have a say in things.
Oh, honey. No, you're not.
You're dating Paige
and
DeSorbo.
any husband standing out there really thinking that that's going to happen, fuck you, too. We don't marry you to give you a say. Fucking... dumbasses.
If you were getting your way...
Not you.
Yeah, if Craig were getting his way, he would still be punching walls in Charleston, okay? Yeah. Paige was like, you're going to start wearing polo shirts and make money. Thank you very much.
So she's like, well, sometimes I feel guilty about certain decisions because of my parents, like dating you. My mom's disgusted. But I still do it. Or like Lindsay had a baby, and my first reaction was, ew. And then my second reaction was like, sustenance is coming out of that. And then my third reaction was, ew. And then my fourth reaction was, stop reacting, ew. And then I thought, my mom's gonna be mad that Lindsay had a baby before me. He's like, you wanna have babies? She's like, no.
I don't want to embarrass my mom, and I don't want to be 75 like Lindsay when I have my first baby.
It's so hard when you're having a geriatric pregnancy and you're actually a geriatric.
Well, you shouldn't be having a baby because your parents want to be grandparents. You should be having a baby because I want you to have a baby.
You shouldn't do it for your parents. You should do it for a man. And he's like, I just think it's like a bummer sometimes because like we both have like single lives, but then like we need to be together. And like you wear so many shoes and you could be barefoot in the kitchen that I designed.
She's like, so it sounds like you're ready for the next step. And he's like,
I'm not ready for the next step. I'm just ready for you to take off your fucking shoes and have my baby, you fucking complainer.
So then
I
they
brought you a gift.
oh my God, it's a red cape with a white hat thing. This is so... Thanks, Craig. Thanks, Craig.
But seriously, listen to how he's talking. He's like,
No, I don't want anything to change, but you can't still have a career like this once we have babies.
you better learn to sew your fucking mouth shut, sewing down south. My God. What the fuck is wrong with him?
Well, there clearly was a lot of tension, but thankfully the kangaroo arrives to... Paige is like, ew. So he's like, by the way, this is kind of like a health check on the relationship because, like, we're happy now. And, like, cut to her frowning. And, like, let's continue because we put effort into it, that we make each other a priority no matter how busy we get. She's like, yeah. Well... that's why I feel like you're bringing it up, because I feel like there's a tinge of you being, like, maybe not happy, which is wild because I'm Paige and you're Craig, and you should be so fucking happy to even be sitting here having a meal with me.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is, like, you're, like, legitimately more successful and busier, which is awesome.
She's like, is it?
He's like, yeah, I'm just saying, like, sometimes it's a bummer that we can't do stuff, like have babies and get married.
And she's like, I'm sorry, I'm famous now.
And he's like, well, if I was being honest, like, if you're busy for the rest of our lives, I just don't see this working out.
Bye! Can we pack this kangaroo and this nasty-ass cappuccino up for this bad breath motherfucker and somebody put him on a train? Thank you.
Jeez. The fuck?
I know. She's literally selling out Radio City Music Hall multiple nights in a row, and he's like... Come hang out by my pool in Charleston.
Girl. Got a friend from college sewing you a couple of pillows. Sit down, sir.
So she's like, well, it just makes me feel like if I get more successful, like that's a bad thing.
And he's like, yeah.
She's like, wait, are you breaking up with me in an Australian restaurant? Do we have to call Ashley Darby? He's like, huh? So
I just never thought I'd be like in such a submissive relation.
Really? Have you not watched the past 10 years of your show? When have you not been a fucking wuss? Cut to Naomi. Craig, are you ever gonna leave the house? You've been here all week, you haven't taken a shower, and all you've done is stare at that stupid sewing machine. Get a fucking life, you smell. He's like,
What's the matter with my sewing?
you've been in nothing but submissive relationships. Now put the gag back in your mouth.
And she's like, should I apologize for being strong and independent? And he's like, yes.
That would be nice. So he's like, I just want you to be everything you want, but then I just want you to give it up to bear my popsicle children and clean my house.
She's like, gross. So it just ends. I just wish that she would have just murdered him, maybe, like killed him. Slam his head down on the table.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much that, huh? I thought I had more because I was about to go previously on Summer House. I wrote that all at the end. But
Next
that
week-
brings us to the end of Summer House.
Next week on Summer House. So here's the thing. So the reason why I'm a cake eater is because I've had so many struggles in my life. My teeth have been yellow for so long.
I'm trying to listen to your story. Are you eating cake right now? Lindsay's trying to steal my soul.
That brings us to the end of Summer House.
Thank you,
so much for
Cincinnati.
being here, you guys.
Thank you for having us back, and we'll see you next time.
We love you
Good night,
guys.
everyone. Watch What Crappens would like to thank its premium sponsors. Ain't no thing like Allison King.
Our way is the Amber way.
It's the Foster and the Furious. It's Amanda Foster. It's always automatic with Ashley Auto.
Ashley Savoni, she don't take no baloney.
Put your hands together for Carly Clapp. Catherine DiBernardo has our hearto.
Get on the right foot with Chrissy Offutt.
Dana C. Dana Do.
She's not just a Sheila, she's a Daniela. Etchels.
We never miss her call. It's Diane Call.
Erin McNicholas, she don't miss no trickolas. Jamie, she has no last namey. You'll never hide from Heidi Eleanor Jones. I go, you go, we all go for Hugo.
Hava Nagila Weber.
We could all learn from Jennifer Kearns.
She's our kind of mess. It's Jennifer Messer. Sipped some scotch with Jessica Trotch.
Knock, knock, knocking on Katie Mannock's door. She's our favorite streamer, Caroline Peacock.
Kristen the Piston Anderson.
Get a bee in your bonnet with Lacey B.
Rigging the funk, it's Leslie Plunkett.
She gets an A from us. It's Lindsay D.
Let's give a kisserino to Lisa Lino.
Fresh as a daisy, it's Maisie McHenry.
We love her on the rocks. It's Melissa Cox.
Megan Berg. You can't have a burger without the Berg.
This is Livin' with Michelle Vivian.
I love ya, Olivia Williamson. Tastier than Flanderson, it's Rachel Manderson.
She sure is swell, it's Raquel.
Yes, we canna, it's Savannah.
Cast a spell with Shannon Spellman. Let's share with Sharon Eldridge. The Bay Area Betches.
And our super premium sponsors.
She's VVIP, it's Amanda V. Can't lose when you're with Amy Baldwin.
Somebody get us 10 cc's of Betsy MD. She's got a leg up, it's Beth Ani.
We're taking the gold with Brenda Silva.
Let's get real with Caitlin O'Neill.
Don't get salty with Christine Pepper. Can't have a meal without the Emily Sides.
Who, what, why, where, and Gwen Pentland.
It's our queen. It's Queen Laifah.
Nobody holds a candle to Jamie Kendall.
Know your worth with Jason Kurth.
We got our wish, it's Jen Plish. She's not harsh, she's Jill Hirsch. She's a little bit loony. Junie. My favorite Murdo, Karen McMurdo.
She gets an A, it's Kelly B.
We love him madly, it's Kyle Pod Shadley. We're ride or die for Lisa Ryder Barron. She's a whiz, it's Liz Sarthy. Always killing it, it's Lola Alkalani.
The incredible edible Matthews sisters.
She eases our woes. It's Melissa St. Rose.
Give him hell, Miss Noel. She's the queen bee, it's Sarah Lemke. Shannon, out of a cannon, Anthony. Let's take off with Tamla Plain.
She ain't no shrinking Violet Couture. We love you guys.